All right, welcome back to Eye of the Storm. Today we're discussing news from FaZe Clan. We have FaZe Rain. He had some thing to say about somebody in FaZe Clan, which we discovered to be FaZe Temperrr. I want to hear it from his mouth. Then, of course, we'll look at FaZe Temperrr's reaction. But the general story is that FaZe Rain is allegedly exposing FaZe Temperrr for quote unquote being a pedophile. So let's hear it. And I don't like how loosely that word is being thrown around. But let's hear what he has to say.
And when we got in the call, Tommy said this verbatim.
Tommy is FaZe Temperrr, and he's using his name for whatever reason.
He said it wasn't a threesome with two 16-year-olds. Actually, it was a 17-year-old. So all of a sudden now it's 17. Okay? One was 17 and the other one watched. That's
okay.
What he said. And then he started bringing up all these random laws. I don't even know these weird consent laws, like Romeo and Juliet, this, yada. I don't fucking know. I don't know what these laws are, bro. And he said some shit like that. And even Banks calls me after and he's like, bro, what the fuck is like up with that law shit that he brought up? So he knows he did some shit that was wrong. He knows that. But it's just, I don't like the denying of it. And I feel like in this video, you're trying to paint me like I'm lying and making shit up and just saying shit to say shit when you know that's not the truth, bro. And it's not fair because you know people try to hold that 2020 shit over me where I was just suicidal, I'm trying to off myself. You act like I fucking sit there recreationally getting fucking high. I don't even like weed, bro. I just smoke tobacco, I hit the gym and I stream. I play CS and I open fucking cases, bro.
Okay, all right. So the drugs are taking over. Let's listen to FaZe Temperrr. So he's come out and said that FaZe Rod is saying FaZe Temperrr allegedly he told a story where he may have had sex with two girls who were 16, but it turns out that there were two girls, but the girl was 17 and one of them just watched. So let's hear his side of the story because we have to get the full context.
The fact that I'm even having to respond to this and that my name is in the same breath as the word pedophile is so sick, twisted, and insane. This is disgusting. Anybody that knows me knows I'm not that type of person. I'm the furthest thing from what you called me.
Okay. I agree with him. Everyone who watched my channel knows where I stand on this issue. This guy is married. He's married. He has children. So calling him a pedophile is a little bit strange. A pedophile is a very specific word. Like you think of like Chris Hansen, right? You think of like Chris Hansen, the people who are going on the message boards, going to the school playgrounds, the people with the people hiding in the bands, those are what you will call a pedophile. A pedophile is something very specific. You can't call a gamer who had sex with a 17-year-old girl at some point a pedophile. Like it's just not correct. The connotation is not correct.
And I will never be that person. It's so mind-blowing that someone that I really built a brotherhood with, someone that I really considered a brother,
boys do things, and you tell your friends the bad things that you've done. It's kind of like, let's call it confession. Let's just call it, you just need someone to tell so that, you told somebody. And FaZe Rod is turning around to air it all out on stream, air it all out on the internet. Isn't that the highest level of bitch shit? It's like the woman who was airing out, I think she aired out LeBron James. He was saying something like, oh, LeBron James cheats on his wife, allegedly, something like this. And I just wonder, so basically, her friend told her that she was hooking up with LeBron James. And she said, oh, they made me sign an NDA. So women can't even spell NDA. Women can't spell NDA. So, oh yeah, here it is. No fucking there. Yes, Jules, a social media personality has demanded LeBron James. Whatever. So you had to clarify. But as guys, you should be able to tell your friend something or your boys, and that thing goes to the grave with all of you. You should be able to do that. As a guy, if you, let's say, God forbid, unalive somebody, or you have, a body to bury, or you have a situation like this that is kind of messy, you should be able to trust your friends, your boys, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. You should be able to trust your friends with that information. But I personally know that in today's day and age, in 2025, you cannot. I have had people betray me, people who should not. This is not just friends of 20 years. This is not just family. Sometimes this thing even extends to family. So my advice for young people, you guys, is that as somebody, if you have a secret, if you have something bad that you're doing or that you've done, do not tell anyone. There is nobody you can tell. There's nobody you can talk to other than like maybe your dad. You can talk to your dad. You can talk to maybe your brother. But anyone else, everyone else, you cannot. At some point, they will use it against you, especially if it's something illegal or bordering on illegal or illegal adjacent. You cannot trust even guys anymore. Guys will blab. Guys will snitch. Guys will talk. When I've been campaigning for Adam Johnson for the past 9 years, and Adam Johnson would, I don't know whether he told his teammates at Sunderland when he was doing the stuff he was doing with the girl, but it was the girl who went and told. If the girl hadn't told, nothing would have happened. And the girl told because he stopped giving her the attention she wanted. She wanted him to leave his girlfriend, the mother of his children. But now you have FaZe Rug coming out and airing somebody out. Why are you airing him out? What is the profit? Other than the fact that we all totally remember that there's somebody called FaZe Rug who has something to say about FaZe Clan. I do not see any benefit. I don't see any profit to this other than his own attention. Look at him. He clearly has nothing going in his life. Tommy, on the other hand, has a wife and kids and fucked a 70-year-old girl once, allegedly. So what? It happened. It happened. Let's continue.
I invited to my baby shower that I
invited him to my baby shower. Somebody you embrace as your brother, you embrace as your family, and will still turn around to betray you. You hug this person as a brother, and for 10 minutes of clout, they air you out. They give you allegations to start addressing when you're supposed to be focusing on your family. It's a sad commentary on the state of men. Coach Greg Adams always says this. He said, where men are the new women. You cannot tell a guy anything without it coming back to haunt you. Either he will air you out like FaZe Rock did, or he will blackmail you directly with the information. The blackmail has happened to me. Someone has blackmailed me out of millions. Family. Real. So I feel the pain that he feels. He's married. He has a child. He will be taking that child to school. And then on the internet, her father is an alleged pedophile. For what? Let's listen to him.
Brother that I invited to my baby shower that I always looked after and took care. And then when you were going through your darkest days, I was there for you and I was making sure that you were good. When you were...
You know what? Yeah, it's not really good to count favors. But I mean, in this circumstance, he has to, just as a character reference. But I don't even believe in counting favors. Oh, when you had your bad problems, I was there for you. You should be there for him anyway. So he should not turn around to say, oh, I was there for you in your bad days. He can just say that I would never do this to anybody. I have never snaked anybody for any reason. This is snake shit. This is betrayal. I told you these things in confidence. I expect that as a man, you should, I should be able to confide in you. Just as you have confided in me before. I would never use that against you for any reason. It's that simple. You don't need to say, oh, I helped you or, I gave you money or stuff like that. You just need to come directly with the facts, not make it seem like it's a favor for you.
In a wheelchair for 2 years. And I was so gutted at the fact that you couldn't walk again. And then all of a sudden you were able to walk again. And I was the happiest person in the room. There wasn't a single soul that was happier for you than me. Brother, I have known you since you were 14 years old, talking to me about when you were suicidal in these Skype chats, and I was there for you then. And I've been there for you this whole time. You talked about how I rated you the other day, even though when you first brought this up a year ago, and I believe that you brought it up just for money purposes, that you wanted money out of FaZe. You stated that a year ago in the conversation with me, Banks and Apex.
See that? So, what did I say? he will either go public or he will blackmail you directly. This idiot, this guy, FaZe Rain has the temerity to do both. This is why and how people get shot. People get shot for shit like this. When if you want to be real, if we're trying to be real. Because if I cannot tell you something, why are you my friend? Why are you in my circle? Why are you using it against me? What is the benefit from this? Okay, FaZe clan is going downhill. All right. FaZe Rain, also his viewership is definitely going down, which explains this kind of behavior. But okay, your views are up because you so-called took a stand against the so-called pedophile, which if he was a pedophile, he would be in prison, like Josh Giddey. Oh wait, Josh Giddey is not in prison, is he? Is Josh Giddey in prison? No. Why? Why isn't Josh Giddey in prison? Why? Let's continue.
You stated if you don't get paid that, you're going to air this out.
Betrayal, blackmail. And you would think that only women do things like this. If you don't do this, I will divorce you or assaulted me. But even guys are now going and saying, I'll air this thing out against you. That is what makes me sad as a man. And you know, Tate talks about it having a close-knit group of brothers. And I find that it's very difficult. Like, there's nobody, like, it's difficult. Like, young men tell me, and I've seen that young men, they don't have somebody that can bury a body with them. Let's put it like that. They don't have somebody that you can call in the middle of the night, oh shit, I'm in trouble, I've done something terrible, I need to help you bury the body. Of course, bury the body is a euphemism, it's an idiomatic expression, it's a figure of speech to mean that I have done something really, really, really bad. I need your help. I need your help to help remedy the situation, and I also need the assurance of your confidence. The fact that I can abide this information in you, with you, and you will not use it against me. Young men do not have that kind of brotherhood. That is what this story is telling me, and I have experienced it myself. And it's truly the biggest tragedy of all mankind.
That is blackmail. This is not like, you know who I am. You know the type of person I am. I am not what you called me. I'm fucking gutted, bro, and I'm pissed that you even put my name in that light, because now all I care about is my family, bro. Like
he's a family man. He's a family man, wife and kids. Let's hear it.
My biggest concern is my family, my wife, and my kid. Now my kid has to grow up and see this, and see that his father is in the same, that my name is in the same light as what you just called me. It's fucking sick. When I bring my son to school, right, and the other parents get to figure out who his dad is, and now they're associating me with that word. You don't even understand the levels of damage that you just inflicted into my life.
Yep. It's so painful to watch this.
My family's life, into everything that I built. I have put my heart and my soul into FaZe Clan in ways that you and Banks and Apex know more than anybody. I brought you guys on because you guys deserved it, and I felt like you deserved it, and I broke bread with you completely. Split the company with you, and made sure that you were good. And even at times where like you were trashing the company, I still stood out for you, and I still said he should still get paid, and I was looking out for you, you know. And I wanted you, and even throughout all this stuff, like in a way, I wanted you back in, even though you said this. And that just goes to show you my heart. You know, I'm disgusted by your actions, by the person you've become. You haven't always been this way. You're a really nice kid. I don't know what happened, what got into you.
Okay, so this statement, we'll call it. This statement, we've covered it. I want to go through what he actually said. So somebody came out and said that he confessed. So this is the alleged confession. Okay, so he says, let's watch the video. I hope you have the video in full.
Person that I pushed her away. You know, she did not want to be with me, and she ended things, and that broke me and sent me into a dark, dark place. Soon after that, I was just that lost soul again, going to parties, partying, and being a fool. And then one day I go to New York.
Okay, so he goes to New York. So I'm not sure about the timeline, but apparently he splits up with his wife or girlfriend, whatever the case may be. He goes to New York. Let's continue.
And
Wait, so it was after Emma. Holy shit. I didn't even know that.
I go to this club that's 21 plus.
In clubs in New York, they admit only people who are over the age of 21. Okay, continue.
As every
And
club
I
is.
link up with a buddy there,
I met my friend. Okay.
and he invites a couple girls, and I end up going back with these girls. We're all shit-faced, and I end up going back with these girls.
Okay, so he goes back. He met a friend. The friend brings 2 girls for him. Arrange me girls. He goes back home with the girls. He gets shit-faced with the girl. So these girls are in a club that is 21 and above. In America, to enter clubs, you have to be 21 and above. To be able to drink alcohol, you have to be 21 and above, right? Continue.
To my hotel room. I slept with one of them, and I found out after that this girl was 17.
I found out after, so he found out after that the girl is 17 years old. Remember, guys, let's walk this step by step. He goes to a club that only admits 21-year-old people. So he gets into the club, he gets 2 girls, and he gets drunk with the girl because they are in a club that only admits 21, which is the legal age of. Meaning that these girls have presented themselves as 21-year-old girls who are able to drink legally. And of course, if you can drink legally, it means you can also have sexual intercourse legally. Let's continue. So that's it. So now that is the headline. Oh, he admits that he divorced his wife, which is a very, very wrong characterization, for sleeping with 17-year-old. In New York, the age of consent is 17. So what is the crime? Where is the crime? He's Brazilian. FaZe Temperrr is Brazilian. In Brazil, it's 14. In Brazil, it is 14. But no problem. This is New York. In the state of New York, it is 17. Why are people so retarded that they pretend to be so sensitive about these things? Now, just to try to dispel this myth of underage, because I did a video on this before with, what's her name? With Lil Tay. Remember Lil Tay? Lil Tay turned 18, joined OnlyFans, made $1 million, and the next thing they usually say, the girls who do this, they say, I made $1 million because the guys are creepy and they were waiting for me to turn 18, meaning that they were lusting after me before I turned 18, meaning that they're pedophiles. That's the meaning. That's like the implication. But if you remember, where is this video? Where is she? If you remember, here we go. I was Storm 21. So look at this video. This video was 2 years ago. This is what she's doing. She's 18 this year, meaning that she was 16 here. This is what a 16-year-old girl is doing, guys. A 16-year-old girl is doing this. So if a FaZe Clan member happens to be in a club, and some groupie wants to have sex with you, where is the crime? And just to help you guys, these are 5 random states out of America. 5 states out of 50 in America. And none of them has 18. None of them has 18 as the minimum age of consent. New Hampshire says 16, New Jersey 16, New Mexico 17, New York 17. FaZe Temperrr was in New York. He was in New York. North Carolina 16. If FaZe Temperrr was in New York, where is the crime? Where is the crime? What is he having to confess to? What is he having to address in terms of allegations? What allegations are there when he's legally having sex with a 17-year-old girl? When it is legal? Oh, he was 30. So fucking what? So fuck what? It says 17 right fucking there. So what is the point of having a legal age of consent, a minimum age of consent, if people are still going to have addressing allegations and they still have to make videos to dispel rumors and things like this? What is the point of this? So this is the point I made. Shout out to Coach Greg Adams, of course, for helping us synthesize this information. Something that I'm good at, but he's far better. Let's listen to what it means to be young, and oh, she's young, and we'll address some of those comments on Twitter as well. But listen to this. Seventh grade is the same age as this girl. Seventh grade is 12 and 13.
In 7th grade, I gave somebody head and they wanted to give me back.
In 7th grade, this young girl, at the age of 12 or 13, gave an older man, an 18-year-old man, in a roller skating park. That is what a 13-year-old girl is doing, a 12-year-old girl is doing. Meanwhile, a 17-year-old girl is entering a club in New York and partying with FaZe Clan. Remember, what was the case? 13-year-old Jay-Z. Jay-Z's accuser was 13. Do we have to make these videos every time? A 13-year-old girl. Remember, no, let's start from the beginning. This guy says he went to a club and he met a girl, had sex with a girl, and the girl turned out to be 17, which is legal in New York. It's legal in New York to have sex with a 17-year-old girl. He didn't go to a high school looking for a 17-year-old girl. He didn't go to a playground. He didn't go to an online message board. He went to an adult establishment and engaged in adult entertainment activities. And a girl presented herself as an adult, and he engaged in adult activities with the girl. The girl happened to be 17, but that's within the legal limits. What is he being cancelled for? On the other hand, Jay-Z. This is Diddy and Jay-Z. At the MTV VMAs, a 13-year-old girl got in, and allegedly, let's believe all women, just for this scenario, whether what she said is actually true or not, let's just go along with the girl's story, and she's right, or she's telling the truth, that she had sex with Jay-Z and Diddy. Remember what she says. He says that let's see what she says. Okay. So this is what happened. This 13-year-old girl, we've done this story before. I'm tired of doing this story. This has to be the last time. I'm tired of it. So she says that she approached, a 13-year-old girl, approached several limousines parked nearby and attempted to talk her way into either the event or the after parties associated. A 13-year-old girl is doing this. Keep that in mind when you see a 17-year-old girl in a club in New York. Right? The legal age of consent is 17. But the 13-year-old girl says that the limo driver who worked for P. Diddy told her that Combs is looking for her. This is quite a Freudian slip, isn't it? Quite a Freudian slip. Right? And the driver went and dropped Diddy and came back to pick up the girl. She arrived at what she believed to be a large white residence in a U-shaped driveway and was told to sign an NDA. A 13-year-old girl is getting to a VMA after party and sign an NDA. One, you have to be 18 to legally sign a contract if you don't have a parent present. But she did. So she presented herself as somebody who is legally of age to enter contractual agreements. So why is this man having to address so-called allegation? If this is what a 13-year-old girl can do in 2025, or whenever this happened, well, 10 years ago, 20 years ago. So she says she saw many recognized celebrities, and she took a yellow mixture. There was a part where she said that it was a bucket list. That's the part I want to see. Okay, so I don't have the bucket list, but okay, so remember, she was 13 and she went to the music hall without a ticket and hoped to sneak into an event. Are you a ninja? Are you a 13-year-old girl, or are you a ninja? A 17-year-old girl can get to a club in New York. A 13-year-old girl is trying to get into a VMA party. Anyway, that's the difference. So this is a 16-year-old girl. This is a 13-year-old girl. Where is she? 13-year-old girl, right? And where's the other 13-year-old girl? This is also a 13-year-old girl who blows random dudes in a bathroom. So 17, This is 13. This is, where's 16? This is 16. Where is she? 16. And this is 13. So what then does underage mean? What then does so-called PDF mean? What does that mean? It means somebody with a white van. It means somebody who goes online on message, but specifically looking for a targeted age. Not a guy who is out in New York trying to have fun. Not a guy who's at a party trying to have fun. And then a 13-year-old girl sneaks her way inside and gets tossed. That's her business. That is her. And she admitted that it was her business. She said she messed up. She called her father and said that I messed up. So the lesson I take from this for you guys, remember, this is Eye of the Storm. We give lessons. We don't just give drama and news. I give you hardcore lessons from a very old man who has lived a long life, that today you can't have boys. You can't have boys that you can trust and confide in. He started FaZe Clan, brought this guy in, and this guy needs money, and he's using this to blackmail him. He did not get any money, so he's outing this guy for something that he told you in confidence. This is what you're dealing with. Guys, you are alone. You are alone. Just understand that. You, even the friends and the comrades that you used to be able to depend upon, not depend upon, but you used to be able to trust. Even that word is gone. So trust? Really? Trust? Is this what trust looks like? Look at this guy's face. Is this what trust looks like? Is this what trust looks like? Look at him, he's coked out. He needs drugs, he needs drug money. So anyway, here we go. So I said, is 17 a crime? Well, this person is agreeing with me. I've heard people who don't agree with me. Let's see. No crime, just social stigma. Very good. This is very, very correct. Very correct. Rain is doing this for what? To out a weirdo. So here's somebody. To out a weirdo. Doesn't matter if it's legal. I think that ends the video. This ends the video right fucking here. This shows you how retarded everyone is. It doesn't matter if it's legal. It doesn't matter if it's legal. What does that say? That means that you don't actually care that what he's doing is right or wrong. You just hate him because he's rich and he's getting prime, young pussy. That is what I am detecting. Because how can you say that he's doing something wrong and you say it doesn't matter if it's legal? But it is legal. If it's legal, what is your problem? You are just unhappy. You're just unhappy that you don't have millions of dollars and can't get, prime bitches. That is the meaning. Oh, we should all be fucking 35-year-old women like you. That is your alternative. That is what you want. Temperrr was 30. So, hanging out with high schoolers, they're legal. High schoolers, we just showed you that 13-year-old girls are blowing people. 13-year-old girls are blowing people inside a fucking bathroom. 13-year-old girls are going to VMA parties and getting banged out by Diddy. So, where's your outrage coming from? Let's go down. So I said, bro, if a 13-year-old girl can get to a VMA after party to fuck Jay-Z and Diddy as part of a bucket list, I needed to point out, then the only pedos in existence are the ones who go on message boards and school playground. A nigga turning up at the club and pulling the group with a fake ID is not a pedo. Let's go. Just watch. Again. Temperrr released a video admitting that he hooked up with the TL, but did not know her age until after he was 29 at the time. It doesn't matter how old he is. He is legal. And I said as much. Right here. Watch. It's legal in New York. How can he self-snitch when there's no crime? New York. 17. Look at the ages. Just watch. Just look. 16, 16, 17, 16, 16, 16, 16, 16, 16, 17, 17, 16, 18. That's one. 16, 16, 18. 16, 16, 16, 18. 17, 18. 16, 18. 16, 16, 18, 17. out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28 states of America. More than 50% of the states, you have only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 states out of 28 where the age is 18. And if you look, most of these ages are 16. Look, Alabama, 16, 16. Arizona, 18, okay. Arkansas, 16. California, 18. Colorado, 17. Connecticut, 16. Delaware, 18. DC, 16. Florida, 18. Georgia, 16. Hawaii, 16. Idaho, 18. Illinois, 17. Indiana, 16. Iowa, 16. Kansas, 16. Kentucky, 16. Louisiana, 16. Maine, 16. Maryland, 16. Massachusetts, 16. Michigan, 16. Minnesota, 16. Mississippi, 16. Missouri, 17. So in majority of the state, in the United States of America, it's 16. Only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 states. Only 11 states have the age as 18. Only 11 states. So what is the reaction? Listen to this. 17 is still a child. I don't care what anyone says. Really? Really? 17 is still a child? 17 is still a child? Really? 17 is not a child. Clearly, 17 is not a child. But it's an emotional reaction. So meaning that it's not real. It's just, you just feel a certain way and you want to say a certain thing. That's just a feeling, I say to this individual, and emotion. I don't think you know what 7th graders are doing. By 16, the average girl already has 10 to 15 bodies, and that's true. I showed it in this video before. I proved it in this video. Where is it? This girl was 16 with 25 bodies. This girl was 16 years old, maybe 17, with 25 bodies. Most guys don't get to 25 bodies until they're 30, until they're 25. In fact, 25 is even it. That 25 is an ask. If you're talking about bodies, like, I don't mean you go to a strip club with your guys and you pay some girl $400. No. I'm talking about, oh, you meet a girl, you go out with her, you have sex with her, like the normal traditional way of getting sex. You can't get 25 bodies until your late 20s. As a guy, you cannot. If we're not counting where people make arrangements and pay and stuff like that, you can't get 25 bodies. Not even on Tinder. Not even on Tinder. You have to be fucking gorgeous. Do that on Tinder. But this girl is not even 18 and she had 25 bodies with reviews. With reviews. Stop it. So, by 16, the average girl already has 10 bodies. And yes, there will be older guys, like this girl said. You person everything talk about executives, whatever. Did you cry about Lil Tay making $1 million on my OF? But you watch her music video from when she was 16? So, that's pretty much all I have to say about it. I don't think we need to go too far into it, but I'll reiterate my point one final time. Guys, you cannot trust people anymore. Men cannot be trusted anymore. I have been blackmailed. Me, of all people. Someone has blackmailed me. It's not just, oh, it's a friend. Family can do this to you. So-called family can do this to you. And Temperrr would have seen these guys as family. He doesn't call him a friend, he calls him a brother. He brings him into his baby shower. That's family. And he turns around to stab him in the back to, oh, it's an allegation, oh, he's underage, or he's a PDF. What? So,
a dark...
as a guy, you just need to know that you truly are alone in this world. If you are doing anything that is dangerous or, slightly illegal or less legal or non-legal, the only person, honestly, you can confide is probably your brother or your father. Those are the people I can somehow guarantee some level of discretion, some level of integrity, wherein they won't use it against you. They won't use anything like that to take from you. They won't use that to make demands of you. They won't use that to manipulate you. Those are the only two people I can say will not use it against you, and nor will they hold it against you. Your brother and your father. And even that, even like your brother, depends. Maybe the older brother and the younger brother, you just don't know. Because I'm promoting brother. If you remember, just as a side example, KSI and Deji. They started having this back and forth, and KSI says, all the young girl who Deji was messaging, send me your stories. KSI did that, said that about his younger brother. That all the girls that your younger brother messages, send me your stories, I want to publish your stories. How can you do that? And that's your brother. So even me calling the same brother, it's like brother is just your best bet. But I would say father is your only bet, but brother is your second best. Put it like that. Because you just can't trust niggas nowadays. Like, men are gone. Men are finished. Men are finished. Women are watching this and laughing. Because a girl's like, at 17, 17-year-old girls are fucking NBA players, bro. They're fucking NBA players, they're fucking celebrities. So what is this? So men cannot handle celebrity? Look at what Jay-Z, Diddy, and all these other people are handling and facing. Then we can't hold ourselves together. We have to start airing each other out. Was it Diddy who went and reported Jay-Z that he had sex with a 13-year-old girl? Was it Diddy? No, because everybody has understandings with one another. We're all brothers. People forget that. But this guy, just because he needs money to smoke whatever drugs he's on, he's willing to snake his brother for what? Maybe 2 weeks of clout at best. And you destroy a relationship like this because of legal age of consent in New York? Get the fuck out of here, guys. Please leave a like, subscribe. I'm done. Fuck these people, man.
After centuries of sleep, of nothingness, I have returned. Something comes back to me. I was great once. Feared. Yes. Once I was strong. Powerful beyond measure, beyond imagining. So weak now, must find blood.
The best guy at synthesizing this stuff, because he's just been hitting these things out of the park.